just want to talk about the promise out of today. And there's a business that I work with in Wellington, a company called Saxton Autos, and it's Saxton Autos is a car repair business, and they operate two car service workshops in one in Petone and one in Lower Hutt. And when we first started working, Phil and Hayley own and run this business, and they've been running it for I think about 8 years now. And they have a team of 11 people across these two car service workshops. And when we first started working with Phil, he really wanted to duplicate himself. Hands up if you ever wanted to just duplicate yourself. Instead of hiring another team member, if you could just duplicate yourself, it would solve all your problems. So Phil had created he'd started this new workshop, and he has this plan over the next 10 years to grow his business to 8 workshops. And in order to be able to get this up and running, he needed to find a way to make it work. So what we did with his process is a couple of key things. So one of the first things that we did is his main business system is a automotive system called SAM. Anybody heard of SAM? A couple of people in the automotive industry. Yep. So what we did inside SAM is that we started making sure that we were reminding our customers by both sending out an electronic reminder and also a hard copy reminder for their car services and their warranty fitnesses. Because over the years, what Phil had done is he'd gone, wow, it's way cheaper to send an email or send a text, so I'm going to stop sending out my hard copy reminders because they cost me $1 each time I send them. And what was happening was that he was missing out on a huge amount of business because he wasn't taking the time or investing the money to send out the hard copy reminder. Next thing we did is that we started using his system to make sure that when we found things that were wrong on the vehicle that weren't going to be fixed right now, that needed to be fixed later, is we set up reminders so that we got a pop-up to say, hey, Andy's car needs some front tyres in about 10,000 Ks. We reckon that's going to be in 5 months' time. Let's set up a reminder. We'll call Andy and tell him that he needs these tyres. The third thing that we did was that we set up a process for Phil to support his key team members. So Aaron and Steve, who run his operations, run the day-to-day 2 service businesses. We set up a system to make sure that they were doing all of the key things that they needed to do each day. And those things were making sure that they were looking after their customers, making sure that they were making money each day, and making sure that they were looking after the team. So he set up this daily profit process to make sure that his guys were focusing on the really important things. And what's been fantastic in his business is by doing those things and by improving those processes, his business has grown by 21% over the last 12 months. And that was just by tweaking some of his processes. Okay, so it's a fantastic example of what can be done. And now for Phil, now he's got the ability to be able to duplicate that into his 8 workshops that he wants to grow. Whereas 12 months ago, the only way he could see him doing that was to find a way of duplicating himself.